Every championship is special, but Brawl Stars 2024 winners might be one of the most unique stories in esports history. Before the trophy raise and confetti falling, each member's Brawl career had been riddled with heartbreak. Team captain Symantec had dealt with it for years. 2021, first round exit and major upset.
But the damage comes through, and they have done it. Tribe Gaming and A are going to the quarterfinals, and SK Gaming is going home.
2022, the same org sent SK packing.
Tribe Gaming have vanquished Europe. Only NA and East Asia remain.
And in 2023, Foot was reverse swept in one of the most memorable matches ever by the org that dropped Symantec just one season ago.
Gravity pop, no connection here from OP, but Symantec's gonna fall down here. Jam still in the hands of SK Gaming. Shadow Roll for Chaos. That wasn't who Lenar wanted. He needs to get closer to Yoshi, but SK Gaming, kings of old, return to lay their claim once more. They conquer their rivals. Look at them get across the stage. They're in the faces of Foot Esports. What do you have to say now?
So in 2024, Symantec was on his own. Previous teammates of his had signed with the biggest orgs like SK Gaming, Reply Totem, and Foot Esports. He made the most out of what was thought to be the scraps of the Tier 1 scene. Symantec teamed up with Boss, a talented player that also had ghosts in his past.
And a damage, a healing station that gets shut down incredibly quickly. A kill from Zara on the left. Bobby takes down the mid player, gets the final kill, and Stamina are going to the semifinals.
After STMN's iconic reverse sweep and Team Queso missing the postseason in 2023, Boss was looking for a home too and joined up with Symantec. Humble, an org that had been present in Brawl Stars for several years, had also suffered to SK Gaming. In the previous year, Humble's postseason ended to SK in a 3-0 loss on the final day at LCQ, cutting their run to Worlds short. One of Humble's young stars, Lukey, had a phenomenal year, and the band of misfits formed an unlikely trio alongside Coach Kanan for 2024. Humble were not favorites before the regular season. They had solid scrims and practices just before the first month, but as fate would have it, Humble drew Zeta Division, the 2023 World Champions, as their first match. As a result, Humble did not have a lot of believers in month number 1.
Going to pin Bull Dreams up first for Brawl Ball. Again, I cannot reiterate how important this match will be for Humble to try to topple these Titans. 4 out of 6 monthly final wins last year were Zeta Division, and we've got to be honest, it's a daunting thing to face the reigning champions of the world, and 92% would agree.
Oh, no.
This is an organization that lifted the trophy with 3 different rosters, Kenny, over the years. I mean, they are some strong stats.
I expect Zeta to win this one. It's a tall task for a brand new team that's very new at playing each other. I want to see what Humble can do, and this is truly the ultimate test.
10 seconds on the clock. Zeta know now. It is the time to push. The time to charge from Meow. The super shot is there. Zeta get the goal.
Situation getting hairy as we have low HP for a couple brawlers here. Symantec popping a hypercharge to try and get away. Doesn't matter though. Garo makes the connection, make it to Zeta Division. All 3 brawlers standing tall. It's just a lone Lukey trying to cook something up. Can't quite get there. Symantec though able to intercept this ball from the grave. Dynamite pops off. It's gonna buy them enough time. Symantec, super shot available. Fires from downtown. Makes the connection. What a turnaround.
Also got super. Symantec also has hypercharge, but no super for him just yet. Gary now uses his at just the right time to potentially defend, but is it too soon? Symantec forcing them now into the realm, gets the kill. Meow will be next on dessert, but Gary comes in just the nick of time. In the meanwhile, Boss has got super, and surely a shot on goal will be there. Oh my word! Humble take the set and defy the odds.
This is going to be a tough one to come back from. They have to make a move and quickly here, but time is running out. Boss, Symantec standing firm, looking to hold their ground. Now though rushing in, Meow alongside him. It's going to come down to the wire here. 87 and not quite enough. Time expires.
Now, Meow pops the hypercharge, starts firing the cocoon, but Symantec comes out in the nick of time. Peep coming in, TP away. They're getting heals along the way on the side of Zeta, but no takedowns just yet. But they are forcing back Humble into the wall. Symantec's considering going forwards. Lukey is low. Boss as well goes in for a swipe, going to be forced out of mech. Can Zeta do it? No! Humble come out on top. They will proceed to the semi-finals.
A huge victory for Humble and an earth-shattering one for this region.
Humble had done the unthinkable. On day one, they defeated the world champions. They went on to win their next match, but in the grand finals lost to SK Gaming 3-0, who did not drop a single set in the opening month. Regardless, Humble had defied expectations to start the year, and in month 2 were back to being massive underdogs. In order to advance, they would have to beat the new favorites of EMEA, SK Gaming.
Humble might just be able to do it. They avoid the Amber Super, and Joker, the Na, Yoshi all to push in as one. We're counting up to 100 for Humble. The Hypercharge Super in from Lukey, and it's good. Humble secure the set, saving themselves from a match point. If this comes down to an SK win, this is going to haunt Humble. The goal scoring opportunity to bring it to a double match point. Yoshi looks for the pass strike, but blocked by Boss. Joker pops the Hyper to try and get the kill. He's looking for anything he can. Just a kill on the Boss would do so much, but nothing. Humble have this all tied up.
It's the Super, he's got the Hypercharge coming forwards with the speed. Joker should surely fall, and the mute, but Yoshi gets it off the line. Still followed in by Humble though. Double match point up right now.
Now a 3v2. Boss, Symantec, all close in on this goal. Na is the one saving grace, pocketed in the left. Jump from Lukey, over to Symantec, but blocked. Yoshi doesn't have enough gas in the tank to finish it off. And Symantec secures the win. The celebration on cams as they take down last month's rivals.
Humble made it all the way to the grand finals for the second straight month, but fell short of a monthly finals title. This time, Zeta Division got the revenge in a 3-2 win. In May, Humble lost for the third straight time to the monthly finals winner and exited in the semifinals. With just 2 months to go, Humble had their eyes set on claiming one of the top 3 spots, which would guarantee advancement to the World Finals. This would be very possible with a good bracket draw in June. SK and Zeta were on the opposite side, and their first round opponent was number 7 seed Pirates. Humble won this 3-1 and advanced to play Team Ogre
Fluke
Cheeky.
searching forward to the right-hand side as well. Can he? And that's it. Humble's going to the grand finals, and they are guaranteed at least the LCQ.
Now they faced rival Zeta Division. Whoever won would become the number 1 seed in the entire region.
And still 2v2. Gero and Naui versus Lukey and Symantec, but down goes Symantec, and that's rough. Lukey left alone and can't do anything here. The Super's used against him is brought down, and Zeta extend that lead even further. 2-0 now.
That was the most one-sided set that we have seen all bracket.
This isn't looking great for Zeta Division so far. Boss might burn down, but a little heal in there slides it in the left.
Goal scoring opportunity, but not successful. But if it doesn't work the first time, try again. Immediately returns to the goal line and finds the back of the net. Humble on the good side. This is the first time Zeta's getting aggressive. Some wall break as now he pops things open in the mid lane. Third player falls down. Boss is alive thanks to last stand. But he survives just long enough to watch his teammates respawn and play defense.
Boss just going to try and walk this one forwards. Gadget might be popped here, and the ball should be walked in, but Symantec's cleaning up anyway. They've got no defense, and Humble do it again.
Humble, though, pushing their opponents back against the wall. 8 seconds on the clock, and Colette's going in and collecting the damage. Lukey's backed up. Meow is here. 1 second left. Last second damage. Humble wind up bringing us all the way to a set 5.
They've only got 10 seconds to try and bring this one back. Super guaranteed now by Gero. Hypercharge activated by Naui. They're all going to go in. Boss is so low. Can they get the secure? Meow didn't even use his super in that position. Symantec's going to secure it, and they've just let that go. Humble win it all. The grand final champions of June.
Because of their marquee monthly finals win, Humble were not only guaranteed a postseason bid, but could earn the number 1 seed entering the playoffs with only 1 month to go. To start the final month, Humble took care of business against Pirates 3-0. All that stood in their way of the number 1 seed was a semifinals win against ECP.
But Mebius forced out of the mech already. And here comes the final moments. Mebius calls it quits, and Humble are doing anything but. Counted 6 hats. Number 7 is the crown. And Humble, 1 step away from it as they walk towards that grand finals.
Now it was on to the world stage. Humble had global recognition and were seen as one of the contenders to bring home the title, but it wasn't without demons to overcome.
They seem ready to go, and I know Symantec has a point to prove this year.
I mean, certainly so, because he's had this sort of curse that he's carried with him throughout the last several years, where he did get 1 match victory since, what, 2021, that he's been repeatedly on the world stage, and ever since, I mean, the one team that they did defeat was a mainland China roster that only had 1 player on the stage, so not really what he's aiming to get at a World Finals, especially as this is the second time that he's come as the team that is expected to win.
Humble dominated game 1, but Rival quickly became much more difficult to deal with.
For Lukey to cycle that super, that's somewhere where Mandy thrives, and on the other end, Gene Pool across the entire map. Rival Esports putting on a clinic here in game 2.
Especially for Symantec to get greedy. Long pull out from Melty. A double pull, and Shu takes him down.
Rival goes for 2, swoops in for another. Shu looking for what's one more. Boss gets the kill, but Melty survives. Rival Esports takes set number 1. Still lead for Humble here in the sets, but a big time bounce. Lukey looking to prove himself here in this second set. Unbelievable performance after he was slow to start.
Hypercharge out from Symantec. That's 1, 2. Milk Rio, the final domino, and the chain falls. And Humble go to set 3.
Here we go, set 3, folks. Rival Esports versus Humble, number 1 seed in EMEA. Desperately need a pickup. It would be devastating. It would be another set, another match. Symantec doesn't rise to the occasion. Shot clock available, and Rival need to move. 1 kill can make all the difference here. Symantec backing away. Milcreo marching forward. Heals from Boss. Hypercharges galore. Lukey looking to juggle all the enemies here. Sharpshooter shots going down everywhere. Low HP for both sides, and it's a narrow survival for Humble. Match points.
Nonetheless, we'll see Symantec fall back. Here comes the Nanny Super in, another kill. Seemingly no comeback for Humble. Shu going for the full team wipe. Milcreo around the left, and that's it. Rival Esports are going to move us on to double match point.
Oh, I love this, changing things up entirely. Game 3, it's Humble that respond with the first kill. Speed available for Lukey. They might want more. They can either dip now or hold position here, and it looks like they're pressing Melty, a victim once again. Boss piles it on as well. EMEA looking to make a comeback.
Oh, Milcreo Shu just got to get some value in here. A super available to Shu, but he's too low health to get in. The final 3 seconds, Shu's going to go for it, but there's no chance. Humble take the match.
It was one of their closest matches of the entire season, but Humble survived. This was Symantec's first win over a team outside mainland China in his 4 years at the World Championships. He could finally move forward. To finish the group stage, Humble flattened Eternal Fire without dropping a single game. As a result, Humble would play the Kansas City Pioneers, North America's number 2 seed, the next day. Similarly, Humble would have no issues.
There's 3 members from Humble closing down. Roll goes in, but Paint's gonna fall down. Symantec has the super, down goes White Carlos, and they have the count on the blue side. Second best goes low thanks to the Kooky bumper, and he falls too.
It doesn't connect, and the shield is perfect from Lukey, and Humble proceed to the semi-finals.
If Humble play like this, if they draft like this, they might be my favorite to win it all at this point. That was perfection from them.
For the first time ever, all 3 members of Humble were in the semi-finals at the World Championship. Humble had a familiar opponent to start the final day of the year and their biggest test of the World Finals yet. The same organization that ended Lukey, Symantec, and Humble's 2023 season was now their only obstacle to getting to the Grand Finals. This one was personal.
And a hypercharge there from Joker. Boss hit by 1 slash of that, but it's going to be Lenar stunned up here. Yoshi able to take Boss down, but how are you going to stop this now? Push it. He's got the goal anyway.
Frank's got the super, use it, Joker grabs the ball, but double stun, and the lineup's perfect. Another one, but the ball can't be passed. Yoshi dodges, but Symantec secures. Once more, eventually gets his super and gets some good damage in, but how much can he take himself? Not enough this time. Yoshi going to be looking for the shots back. Symantec still survives and might be able to 1v1 Joker out of the mech. 4% is all that's required, and they'll get just that. Humble, match points.
Lenar suffers ego death as Humble push them back yet again. Joker at 400 eventually has to fall. Here's the slash teaming for Lenar, but that is just not going to cut it. Yoshi steps up, but those who humble themselves will be exalted. Symantec and the boys are headed to their first grand final. And that man on your screen has suffered more disappointments than I would care to count. We've seen it every time, the crushing defeat. But this year, something is different. This year, there's a little bit of magic about this Humble squad. And they've earned the right to stand at the top, to fight for the title.
Humble were guaranteed $200,000 for making the Grand Finals, but if they wanted a chance at the championship, they would be facing the ultimate final boss. Tensai, a 2-time world champion. Shitapo, 2-time grand finalist and arguably the best to ever touch the game. and Moyagoku, who had been a part of 2 championship caliber teams. They were the most feared roster on the entire planet. Additionally, they had an insane path to get to the grand finals. They won back-to-back double match points in the group of death, which included North America's Luminosity Gaming and 2023 world champion Zeta Division.
A Crazy Raccoon beat the world champions.
They were then pushed to the brink against Elevate, #1 seed from North America, in another double match point.
And Crazy Raccoon, the kings that once were, will return to a world semi-finals to claim what was once theirs.
And just before the grand finals, Crazy Raccoon had a convincing win against Reply Totem, one of Europe's best rosters.
It comes down to this here. CR in prime position to hold on. It's a major comeback. And for their last trick, the Mechanical Wizards will make Totem disappear.
It is time to meet your first grand finalist, APAC's very own Tensai, Shitampo, and Moya. They are Crazy Raccoon. We've met the unstoppable force. Now let's meet the immovable object for the final time. Entering to the main stage, Symantec, Luki, and Boss. They are Humble.
All right, Brawl Nation, make some noise for the last time we're getting in the game.
Campo moves into a more aggressive place on that right-hand side, but a magic hand going to nowhere. You gotta land those, you don't get many in the game.
That penny turret also providing a virtual 4th player here for Crazy Raccoon. It's too much pressure.
Boss walking forwards, and there was going to be obviously a takedown there. You've got to be a bit more reserved with your positioning power. All 3 members of Crazy Raccoon just sitting back full HP. They're waiting for the Humble push, and it's taking a time to get there, but with no utility, no pull for Luki. I don't really kind of see what they can do here realistically. The match is over, and it goes to Crazy Raccoon. A slow and sluggish start here for Humble. Luki's going to be cautious there, just evading it. These magic puffs healing will be quite crucial. Hypercharge for Boss going in. Moya's in trouble. The gems are down. Tempo is low. He's eradicated. Humble, collect all the goods.
Moya will have super available again soon. Symantec all ships in the night. They run into each other, and he hit the mute somehow.
How did Symantec manage to land that as opposed to the barrel? Nonetheless, Humble have got the lead, running back to the spot, but the gems are dropped. It'll be a reset. They're going to play it slow and patient. They get the gems back. The time is ticking away now, and Crazy Raccoon are getting some momentum.
Tapo moves up, hits that super. Luki goes down. 2 seconds left, and Humble keeps Symantec alive. Get down, Mr. President. Shitampo needs to build some supers. He cycled them well last time, and Boss wins his fight on the right. Shitampo gets behind him, but he's stunned up by Symantec's super. And this is a massive lead now for Humble.
It's just, again, it's a night and day difference. I mean, Humble come in, they lose the game, but then they come back like this.
Lord.
8% is all that is there for Crazy Raccoon. They've got a really talented entire game behind. They just can't do it. Humble are on the zone, 100 to 8. Crazy.
Luki tops him back up, but Humble have to get off of the point for a time. But Symantec's back, and he means business. Tensai face shifts forward, but Boss is able to bring him down. Hypercharge available for 2 Humble players, and Crazy Raccoon are about to run into the wood chipper.
How can you push into 2 hypercharges? Symantec going straight into the eye of the storm. Gets the stun there, Lori, and Luki can sit back and relax. Shitampo's going to come in with a lovely super book. Is it going to be realistically enough? There's only 2% remaining. Boss coming back in now, trying to get that super, trying to get on the zone, and Humble do it. They get the set and place Crazy Raccoon into a perilous position. Symantec there saying, just one more.
They want to try and pressure Crazy Raccoon down before they think to come forward. Mark on Shitampo, Tensai level to star power. Scrappy's hitting hard, 49%. It's getting low. Moya in a present. There it is.
Symantec.
3 seconds.
He's got it, Mighty.
Gets humbled around. The solo mission onto the safe with the Colette super. And Humble are 1 game away.
Forcing out the ego, but the ego goes down so quickly. Great mark again from Luki popping the hypercharge, and they secure the right side of Tensai.
Here we go.
Symantec going in, nice hypercharge and some great damage along the way. The time is ticking.
11 seconds left in the game. Shitampo has to go for a super to dodge his shot, but Boss is going to be there. And Tensai with a hyper. No turret to use. Humble, 50%. Crazy Raccoon have fallen short. And here we have 3 Humble guys who just happened to be the best Brawl Stars team in the world.
Humble didn't just win, they dominated. But what makes this most impressive to me is how they got here. 3 humble dudes, just chasing their dreams and overcoming so many mental hurdles, and they still found a way to succeed.
Finally, Symantec has his day.
These 4 were a testament to hard work paying off and never giving up on your dreams, even when it breaks your heart.